Thanks, Patty. We're here at Wolf Park, and Elaine and I are going to have a howling good time. Ow!
What a crazy Lieutenant Governor we have. But we are joined here at Wolf Park by the Executive Director, Kara Rawlings, and she's going to tell us a little bit about what goes on here and what Wolf Park's all about.
Hi, well, Wolf Park is a park in Battleground, Indiana, where we have wolves, foxes, and bison. And what we are here to do is educate the public about wildlife and conservation, and we are also a research facility.
And so why is that important, that the public understand about conservation and understand about wolves and their habits?
Sure. There's a lot of reasons why that's important. When Dr. Klinghammer first founded the park in 1972, he was really interested in the ethology of animal behavior, especially with wolves. And there wasn't a lot known about wolves at that time, and their wild populations were dwindling by quite a bit. And so the work that was done here to study how they behave in the wild was really helpful to get those wild populations, to teach the researchers how to get those wild populations built back up. So that's one way our research is important. Other ways are just to educate the public. There are no longer wild wolves in Indiana. There are no longer wild bison in Indiana, but those used to be wild species here. So we want to teach the population that comes to visit that those animals are important to the ecology of an area, and so they feel a connection to wildlife and want to protect the species that are still in our environment.
Well, what can visitors expect when they come here? Can they see, can they touch, can they talk to the animals?
They are certainly welcome to talk to the animals. So we have guided tours. So we're not an open facility where you can kind of walk around on your own, and that's just to protect our animals and their habitats here. But we have tours every day of the week that you can reserve. We are open every day to the public, but you don't necessarily get to go on a tour without a reservation. So we just want to make sure our visitors know, get online, see when the tours are going to be before you drive out here. Make sure that you can get on a tour where you can actually get in and see the whole park and hopefully as many animals as possible.
So if someone comes, will they be able to go inside the fence and actually interact with the wolves?
Not everyone who comes, but we do have what's called a visiting sponsorship program where you can sponsor one of our wolves for a year and you get quarterly updates on how they're doing and interesting behaviors they've been exhibiting and things like that. And then you get the chance to come and visit them once, and you actually will go through a safety training, and then you go in with some of our handlers and get to interact with them.
Yeah, and so how is this funded?
How is it funded?
Yeah.
So the majority of our funding comes from our admission fees, so the tour fees that are paid. We get a lot of private donations. We write a lot of grants. We've gotten some great funding from IDDC, which we definitely appreciated, especially during COVID when we had to not be open to the public for a little while. But we offer a lot of programs like camps. We have seminars that we do where people can come in and train. So we have a lot of different funding streams coming in for different ways that people can interact with the park.
Don't you have a Howling Night?
We do. So our most popular tour that you can book online is the Howling Nights, and those right now they're going on every Friday and Saturday. We do them every Saturday year round, but when the weather's nicer, we add the Friday night as well. You come out and you get to interact with our main pack, and handlers go in with them. They give a demonstration, talk about the reason why wolves howl. And then you get to howl with them, which is really fun.
See,
well,
our
we'd be ready.
practice may pay off.
Exactly. Kara, thank you for having us here today and explaining so much about Wolf Park and all the wonderful activities you have here and what fun it would be for a family to come here. And if you're interested in more places around the state of Indiana to enjoy with your family, go to visitindiana.com.